Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and it's cold outside. I want to go into the bunker, but I want to bring the battery. I have the battery from the robot lawnmower. I think I'm gonna bring that down there. It's a lithium-ion battery. Let's go see it. Here it is. It's well, it's a bit disturbed. Thinks that the voltage is sometimes 12 volt and sometimes 17 volts. So I'm gonna disconnect this. Well, this is not connected. Everything is a bit stiff out here. Yeah, I think I have some of those in the bunker, but yeah, we're gonna borrow this battery and bring it in the bunker. I need both hands. Okay, I might be able to just loosen this, and then oh, this is tight. There, and that one. So this battery was generously donated to me by Redodo, and we did a few videos. Did I do more than one? Maybe I only did one video on this battery. That's fair enough. So, but now they're getting a little bit more, so I'll be sure to leave a link in the description for the battery if you need a battery for a project. So, this charge controller stays on. That is not always the case. Okay. As you might be able to see with the snow on the ground, it's rather chilly here, but the sun is shining. I've had the record high amount of solar input today on my other solar panels. So at the moment, I'll just go back in the garden a little bit, give you a view. If we look back, up here is my solar panels. All of these are connected to the house, and the top three over here are also connected to the house, and the bottom three here, they go into the bunker at the moment. I should really remove that ladder. I'm sure it's shadowing this the panels, but yeah. So right now I'm actually having about the charge controller down there has like 110 volts on it. Let's go check that. Let's get the lid off. We do have a little bit of water down there. It's not bad, but oh, it's cold. So it's freezing up here, but as this is down in the ground, it should be warmer down here. It's probably like 6, 7, 8 degrees. So let's go in. And the camera. Let's see. Do we have any power down here? We should. Yeah, we have a good power on the battery. Ish. I'm gonna remove some of this water before I step in it. Just a little bit from the condensation of the plastic button. Sorry, I'm pointing all over the place here. So yeah, a little bit of water. Okay, so I have been down here messing with it a little bit, and do we see any wattage coming in? It could be fun. Oh, it's only 4 degrees down here. Ooh. So yeah, we have 110 volts. Can you see that? I might have to zoom in. There it, yeah, 110 volts coming in. So I did a few videos on charge controllers because I wanted another charge controller down here, but to get some power down here, I switched to the bigger panels, and all of the charge controllers that I purchased well, they're not able to handle that voltage. So for the time being, I'll have to work with this one. It's probably good enough. It hasn't been kicking out or anything. This lead acid battery does not cut off when the voltage becomes low. So yeah, my idea is to take the lithium battery and put it in parallel with the lead acid battery here, and it's not gonna be optimal, but until I change this, I need to go. I think I can go into the settings of this thing and change it so that it disconnects the load. We could let's go see. Maybe we have some lights. We have a little light. Let's see if we can. This wire is in the way, isn't it? It's pretty much in the way. So let's see what we have. PV. So battery voltage. So let's try and turn on the dehumidifier. There. See, that should kick on. And it did. And immediately the voltage dropped to 12 point something, but as there is enough solar, it's probably gonna run just fine. Oh, the humidity isn't that bad down here. It's only 83 point something. Well, yeah, at the moment we're getting enough solar in to do this. Load. So we are 34 watts is the load. We should get that in on solar as well. So we have, yeah, it's now the panels has been dropped in voltage by this is a real MPPT. So that is working. It takes in approximately the same as the load is using, so it's pulling down 33 watts from the panels. I'm gonna bring the battery down here. It's still up here, so I need to get that. Okay, we are working on the humidity down here. It's rather cold, 4 degrees. So I have a little blanket and I have some foam board to sit on, so my ass doesn't get cold. So, but I managed to get the battery down here, and it does a little bit bigger, and it would have to go in the other way, but I was able to lower it down like this, so that was fine. I have some cables that I made for when I had 2 small batteries down here, so I'm gonna put those on and connect the battery to the other battery. So yeah, I am sure this is not the way to do it, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I am living on the edge like that. I do wonder if I have anything to get those off with. I think I'll look into that. So I almost have it connected. I had to go up and get a tiny little wrench so that I could loosen these. And I have just had it on here just loosely, and I can see that when I put it on here the battery charges, because the PV without anything the panels is bringing in like 20. Oh, then it went up a little bit, but when I then touch it here, alright, put it on there, the amount of power that is brought in goes up, and then it goes down, and then it goes up. So okay, I'll attach it more permanently. Oh, we're at 75% humidity, so yeah, it's doing a good job over here. Okay, so the dehumidifier stopped dehumidifying because it reached the 75 that I set it to. So to set it lower, let's put it down to 70. You press down that button and it blinks, and then I click down arrow until it's set at, now there's a few clicks down there, 20 clicks back, left, 10 clicks. And we're there. Just stop pressing it and it will stop. And it will start dehumidifying. So now it's gonna run us down to a humidity of 70%, which is quite the improvement. Over here I have connected the battery, and now the panels should bring us in some power here. It's not doing much. 11 watts is what it's doing, but I have cheated. I have been a bad boy. I have brought an electric heater down here, so I'm gonna try and connect that. This should be able to draw about 150 watts, and we're gonna connect this while there's still good solar. Okay, it's down here. I have connected it to the battery. I couldn't get it on here because those are not very good at connecting stuff that doesn't have an eye. I was able to put them on the screws down there, so yeah, that's good. So we can try and do the fan first, see if that works. It works. Oh. It fell off over here, so that's not optimal. We're gonna remove this solar panel just to make it more simple. This is the tiny little solar panel that is on the way in, so we're gonna move that up here. That can reach. So it's not doing much, but yeah, there. So now this one fell off, so we're gonna put that back on. These wires are cold and very stiff. There, that's on way better. So I wanna put it on heat. There, heat. Let's see. Solar panels here. It's making. It's heating. It's not doing a lot of heating. It's just heating a little bit. So yeah, it's very noisy. So you're gonna hate that. Extremely noisy. What a piece of crap. It was cheap. So yeah. I'm gonna see what the temperature is down here. There, 7 degrees. So it has already climbed up 3 degrees, just me playing around down here. So I was complaining about this charge controller, that I thought it was using too much idle power, and I can see right now I'm not using any power. Well, this thing, the thermometer is on, or the on-off humidity thingy is on, but it's drawing like 10 watts. So we could try and just disconnect that and see if that is disconnected. And it's still just 9, 10, 11 watts. So I don't think this charge controller is as bad as I thought it was. And it does a lot of stuff that the other ones doesn't do, like taking 110 volts and making it into a 12 volt for the battery bank here. The cheap PWM charge controller does not do that. You need to get something more, and yes, I have been recommended to go with the Victron charge controller, but to do 110 volts on the Victron, you need the model that is called 150/35 amps, and that thing is like 150 euros. So as expensive as this one was when I purchased that like 5-6 years ago. And I think this project doesn't really make that a good deal to go do that. So yeah, for now, I'm probably gonna stick with this a little bit longer. Something is clicking over here. Might need to turn this on again. Yeah, humidity has gone up, way up. 1.1% more than it should be, so bringing it down. Okay, we have power on. Yeah, I didn't make all of this just to use the dehumidifier. There is a tiny switch down here. There is a tiny server. It's the Lenovo ThinkCenter Tiny. We have a tiny monitor up here as well. And all of that is using like 14 watts, 15. Oh, then it went up. That's just ridiculous. Why does it go up when I have to show you something? It's the charge controller that pumps a little bit of power into the batteries for a little bit, and then it goes back. So I was hoping that I could play with this with my patrons tonight, if I can reach it from the computer. So this is like 92, 168, 100, 100. So that would be interesting to see if I can reach that from my computer inside. So if I should just promote this Red Audio battery a little bit, it does come with an app, so you can see how the battery is doing. So I can probably, with my phone on top of the bunker, and probably lay the phone on the bucket and see how the battery is doing down here, which would be an awesome little thing. So at the moment, no power is coming in or out. Ish. So it's full and it's not taking anything in or taking anything out. I do have another couple of batteries. So you can see these two batteries. Those are the one from my basement where these power the house. I'm too far away to connect to them, but they're in the system. So when I'm in the living room and sitting at my computer, I can reach these two batteries and I can check the voltage on them in the basement. That's pretty neat. So let's go back to this one. Let's see. I'll try and connect the little very noisy heater to the battery, and we could probably see what happens. Yep, noisy heater connected to the battery, and we now get some more activity on the battery. It sees power going out, and it sees how many hours it can do that. The charge controller did kick up how much it's delivered, so it's not gonna be a big deal at all. But yeah, this it dropped in voltage a little bit, and the capacity, and yeah, this app does it. Tells us what's going on. So at the moment the charge controller is helping the battery, and when it figures it out all the way, it would probably supply as much power as the battery needed. So okay, works well. So the idea with the bunker, I turned off the lights. I was gonna leave, and then I thought I will chat a little bit more. The idea with the bunker is that everything is low power. So this machine is very low power. This switch is very low power. It runs off this USB port here. This USB port, this supplies 5 volts, and it goes down to this switch. I forget if this switch is 9 or 12 volt, but it's a very low power, and it runs off of this USB thingy. So it uses like 5 volts something. I don't actually remember how many watts that is. And the other one goes up to this monitor, which also runs off a USB port, which also means that it's not using very much power. And I see that I've called this Proxmox server Bunker 01. That is kind of amusing. And the dehumidifier uses like 30-35 watts. So everything is low power. And with the dehumidifier running right now, we're going up and down quite a bit. I can't really see, but my idea was that I was going to turn off the screen to save on power. So there it is. I don't think the screen uses enough power to actually show up that I'm using less power over here, but yeah, we are not using that much power. This is what we are dragging in from the solar panels. We could probably change this and see the load instead. Load, voltage, amperage and wattage. So right now we are using like 50 something watts, and it goes 50, yeah, around 50 watts, and the most of that is going to the dehumidifier for sure. So the switch and the server 20 watts I think might be a bit high. We could probably disconnect this as we're not using the monitor. Doesn't need to convert the power for it either. So yeah, I think we might have saved a watt there. It seems to be lower now. Now it's more well than it did. Okay, never mind. I have lowered the dehumidifier to 65% humidity, so it's working on that. So I'm gonna go out of here again. So the sun is over there. It's not gonna be long before it's not on the panels anymore, but yeah, I think I'm making good power today. The secret bunker is secret again, and this one is just to trickle charge the battery. And this is where I would have loved to show you that everything was working as it should and I had full access to the little server in the bunker, but I've just been messing with it and it seems like I have lost my fiber optic connection into the bunker. There is no light coming through that cable anymore. I haven't got a clue why, but I have a laser thing and I've put laser through it and nothing came out the other end. And I could also see that the switches didn't get any connections, which is obvious as nothing is coming through the cable. So yeah, unfortunately this is where I'm gonna end the video. I will have to get a new fiber optic cable into the bunker. Yeah, thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.